Hey, have you ever noticed how you feel about, or when you hear the word discipline, and when you hear somebody telling you or talking about having a discipline, and do you know how it would contribute to your network marketing business? I have to say, I had some misconceptions about discipline before, and that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about how discipline might be important for achieving your results. And if we haven't met, my name is Edita. I'm from VIE Now, and I'm dedicated to educating network marketers how to turn from desperate and struggling prospectors to proud and confident marketers who build their business without having to do awkward things that we all, or most of all of us, hate and don't like and feel uncomfortable doing them. And on that note, by the way, if you want to recruit new team members without having to chase anyone and without feeling awkward, grab my 3-step formula for building your network marketing business, the same formula that all famous people use, and you can find it at viesnow.com/3steps. And for today I've chosen to talk about discipline. And I know from my own experience, and I don't know if you noticed how you feel about discipline when somebody talks about it. I used to some sort of a negative notion, get a negative notion when I heard the word discipline back in the day. I kind of understood that we need it to some degree, but it used to give me some sort of a kind of a trade your freedom to, getting things done. And how important it is, I didn't realize. So do you think that discipline kind of goes against your freedom, your creativity, maybe your self-expression? How you express yourself. Maybe it puts you into some sort of frame that some sort of a strictness and so on. So here's the thing. So what I've learned myself is actually that discipline does exactly the opposite. It does exactly the opposite. So now, if you have big goals and if you have big dreams or responsibilities, if you are looking for some sort of long-term results, it's virtually impossible to achieve anything big, any life-changing results without the discipline. And on top of that, discipline is actually a good thing. It actually, if you want to do yourself a favor, develop a discipline around how you work, how you do things, and not only in business but also in relationships, in family, at home. Discipline actually helps, and discipline, however strange it might sound, actually gives you freedom. And I want to talk about 5 points why it works that way. Now obviously it's difficult to establish discipline overnight. It's something that you need to work on for a while in order to get there. But then once you get there, it keeps getting you to places, mentally and physically. It drives you, because we are creatures of habits. And discipline, that's what discipline does for us, develop certain habits, and habits then actually drive everything. But in terms of creativity and self-expression and so that kind of stuff, why does it work that way? So let's talk about it. So first of all, discipline helps you practice new skills, learn and practice new skills, and you know it yourself. You should know it yourself. Remember yourself learning how to drive a car, right? In the beginning it was difficult, and now probably you don't even notice how you work the car. You know, it happens automatically. So that's what discipline actually does. If you do something every single day, you get better every single day, and then those things become automatic. So discipline helps you practice new things. Discipline helps you put those new things, as your second nature, and it's scientifically explained. It triggers certain processes in your brain, and your brain gets developed, and you get better and better and better, at certain things. The second thing is that you become more efficient. You have more time, you start having more time for other things, and you accomplish more things in less time. For the same reason, obviously, when you get better by practicing something, you become faster in doing those things. You achieve your daily goals much faster, and that gives you more time for other things. And it's an amazing thing. I had experienced that many times in the past, but I never registered that properly. I only started observing myself in this business because the learning curve was so steep, and I had to learn so many things, and I know how many things looked scary in the beginning, but if I was sticking to doing them, before I knew it, I was feeling much better, and I was working much faster, and certain things now, I'm flying at certain things. So it just gives you more time, right? And when you have more time, when you have more space, you have more time to think, and your creativity starts flowing. You become more resourceful, and it requires less effort to come up with new things. Third time is having discipline addresses overwhelm. So when you get started with something, it's usually overwhelming. Lots of information, lots of new skills. You don't know where to start. You don't know what to do first. You don't know what to learn. You keep jumping from one thing to another. But discipline helps you establish some structure around your day, and whether you think about it in to-do lists, terms, or something else, but it gives you structure, and what is happening every day, and it makes you feel better about every day. When you get up in the morning, you don't have that big ball of chaos in your head anymore, because you know what's going to happen every single day, and it gives you freedom again. And freedom means more creativity, and so on. So it's definitely easier when you have a structure every day. Also, discipline boosts your confidence because of all the same reasons that I mentioned. All the same points contribute to that. You develop more skills. You know what's going on in your life every single day. You're gonna get things done because you learn how to, how long your to-do list needs to be. Because in the beginning, I don't know if I'm gonna complete 5 tasks or 10 tasks, one big task, or 10 smaller tasks, or whatever. In the beginning, you don't know. So discipline helps you find out, learn what you can accomplish. And when you know what you can accomplish every single day, you feel more confident automatically. Also, you develop new skills, you get new knowledge, and you just start feeling better about yourself, which was another amazing thing for me to learn. The more disciplined I was becoming, the better I was feeling about myself, because I could trust myself that I would accomplish these things every day, which lead, to the bigger goal step by step. And the fifth point is that is a kind of a side effect, an unexpected side effect that I learned by myself. Basically, having a discipline, not does it only train you, but it trains your environment. And I mean mostly the people that surround you, your family. They start fitting into your structure. So in the beginning, one of the challenges is that when you first start on something new, it's not only about reorganizing yourself, but it's also about reorganizing for other people to reorganize themselves to kind of, around your new activities, because, maybe the time of the dinner needs to shift. Maybe the time of, reading books with your children needs to move, somewhere else or whatever. So, and if you are messy, nobody else knows what is going on, and it's difficult for people to even support you, because if nobody knows what's going on at every moment of your life, they can't. It kind of affects everyone, right? So, but when you establish discipline and you establish some structure, and even if in the beginning there is some resistance to that, say, for example, you decide that at this time of the day I'm in meetings, and maybe for whatever reason something in the family needs to change to accommodate that new thing in your day, but when that starts happening again and again and again, they get used to it. Everything in the house, in the family, shifts and tweaks, and people readjust themselves. They start knowing what's gonna happen with you. They automatically readjust their activities as well, and eventually they even start supporting you in that. Like, I remember I had to squeeze a meeting very close to our dinner time, and it was very uncomfortable in the beginning, and there was some resistance, but eventually everybody got used to that. Mom is busy with this, mom needs to be in this meeting, and now they even support this. They know this time, that day, that time, I'm in a meeting, and they need to do something about it to free me from certain things, to replace me in doing certain things, to facilitate me attending that meeting. So it's very important that family knows, people who depend on you really know what's going on in your life. So discipline certainly helps with that. If you are disciplined, it means that everyone else readjust as well. So there are more things I could talk about discipline, but I can't fit everything in this one video. But I hope you got the point, and I hope you understood that in order that discipline is your friend, not your enemy. Discipline, actually, I had a slogan at some point, discipline is new freestyle. which it is, because if you structure certain things and you become disciplined and you become more efficient, faster, it gives you more time freedom really for other things, whether doing more work or spending more time with your family, whatever your priorities are at that point, you know. So discipline is your friend, not enemy. I hope you got that. So thanks very much for watching, and if you want to learn how to recruit new team members without having to prospect, chase, feel awkward, grab my free video at viesnow.com/3 steps. Thanks again. Have a nice day. I'll talk to you. I'm flying back to Ireland from Lithuania tomorrow, so there will be content, but I'll go live, I think, on Friday after that, when I settle at home. So talk to you soon. Anyway, 2 days is not long. Bye now.